I would suspect if you go back in the annals of Oakland basketball history in the 31 years that I've been here, you're not going to find probably any other game that was 66 to 53. A lot of people around. What'd you do? A lot of people around here for a long time have wanted to see a grinded out, crappy, ugly game. Well, they just got to see one. That was pretty ugly. And but we did the things we had to do. Ralph Hill came in and made a heck of a shot. We got the ball into Corey. He did a great job of finishing. Kay played an unbelievable second half for us. And then the dummy that I am, you know, at halftime we made an adjustment and put Dante on Tibby. And Tibby had 1 point in the second half. You know, why wouldn't I have him on him the whole game? Just stupid on my part. But, you know, we live and learn, so we know next time we play him, Dante will have him the whole game.
Questions for student athletes, please?
Corey, how important was it once Panoski went out? You guys really, I mean, you guys were pushing it inside the beginning of the half, but then you guys really dominated inside even more so.
We always try to play inside out, you know. So the guards did a great job looking inside for me, Jalen, Tommy down low. So really hats off to them because they weren't doubling really this game. So it was good for us to get open shots and looks down low, and the guards did a great job passing and looking down low.
Corey, how excited did you get when you saw that you weren't getting doubled right off the bat?
It's different. It's every game's different in different ways. If I get doubled, I can learn to pass it out better. So this game I was one-on-one, so that's when I got attacked more, and that's what I felt like I did this game.
Okay, that first half, you were playing the game. How did you settle yourself down after those turnovers?
I just took a deep breath and said, I'm not going to turn the ball over. And if I do, it got to be a forced turnover or something like that. But, it's just me getting my mental together. We came out sluggish, and that's my part. I got to do a better job of that. And, I just really wanted to take care of the ball. I got to value the ball. When I was doing them turnovers, they was getting easy layups. And if I kept turning the ball over, either I was going to be on the bench or they would have won the game. So I had to take a deep breath and get myself back in the game.
Corey, what are these last 3 games?
It's just me just being a senior, and the teammates always picking us up if we have a bad game. We know what we got to do to win. So it really just comes down to just having leaders on the court, off the court, and just picking each other up when we're down.
Is there anything in particular that you can put your own that's going to help?
Winning. That's it.
Corey, you guys kind of started off a little sluggish offensively, but you were still able to stay in the game with your defense. Just how confident are you guys in your defense right now?
We're very confident, especially in our half-court defense. When we watch clips or watch film, we see the half-court defense. Teams don't really usually score. They just score in transition from dumb plays that we do in the offensive end. Sometimes offense hurts us and it carries over to them getting easy baskets. So when we get and settle down and we get them to play half-court offense with us and we play half-court defense, we tend to do a really good job.
Corey, the effort tonight against Panoski, he came out and played really well in the first 8 minutes of that game. But you guys attacked him, got him in foul trouble. That was a game plan, wasn't it?
Yeah, our whole game plan was to go inside out, and I feel like we executed that well. We got their big guys in foul trouble early, so it was nice for us. Then they had 2 freshman guys come in, so it was nice for us to play and really get the ball down low, and for me and Jalen and Tommy, and the guards did a great job passing down low, and we executed. That was the main thing we did on offense to get them out of the game.
Okay, how do you stay durable, through a whole game? Like 30 minutes, how are you able to do that night in and night out?
It starts with off the court, really. Getting in that cold tub or getting ice. Even when I'm not feeling like I'm aching, just put some ice on something, because it could ache. Or just during the game, during the times out, just take a deep breath, and just be relaxed. Relax yourself. Even when the game is tight or whatever, just, I don't know, just got to play through it, be tough. And, off-season conditioning really helped me for this. I feel like I'm ready to play 40 minutes this year.
He's blessed with a great body. Kind of sums it up.
Okay, aren't you
Like
too
yours?
aren't you too young to get sore? You're only a sophomore, man. Young guys don't get sore, do they?
I mean, when you're playing 40 minutes, it takes a toll on your body, but it all starts off the court. You know, you got to take care of it, ice something, eat right, you know.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Thanks, guys. Questions for Coach?
I don't think we've seen a lot of games where you guys held teams to 53 points. Just talk about the defensive performance of your team today.
Well, again, you know, what Corey said's true. And if you look at our tape and our games, we don't get scored on a lot in the half-court defense. Tonight they had 10 points on baseline out of bounds. They had 53 points. They had 10 points on baseline out of bounds. And they had 9 points in the first half off our turnovers. I didn't see what they had in the second half. So now you're at 34. You know, so against us, when we can set our defense, we're pretty good. We're long, we're athletic, we rebound their misses well. You know, rebounding is a huge part of defense. So, you know, we feel very confident that we can get stops. We feel very confident that, you know, if we don't play stupid on offense, you know, if we maybe that'll make it better. If we don't play stupid on offense, if we don't turn the ball over and, you know, pick sixes where they run outs, then we're going to have a chance to beat anybody. And, you know, we held Green Bay to 66, and they were averaging in league play, I believe they were averaging 81 or 82 when they came in here. You know, one of the things I don't like about our conference, the way we do some things in our conference, is that the TV, because we have a lot of TV in the conference and we have a lot of you know, media attention, which is great. But one of the things we really do as a league is we trumpet our statistics. And for us, we're never, ever going to be known statistically as a good team because who we play in our non-league. Look at what we did against Albion the other night. Kay had 13 assists. Corey was 8 of 8. Imagine if we played that level of schedule in the non-league. Obviously, our field goal percent is going to be 49 or 50. Our defense is going to be 38 or 40. But we don't play those teams. We play. You know what? And this is the first game in 13 Division I games that we were the favorite coming into the game. In our last 12 Division I games, we were the underdog coming into the game. That's the schedule we've played. So statistically, you know, they're going to sit there and say, well, they're 8th in the league in this, and they're 7th in the league in this. But we're really not. Let's look at just league games. What are the league stats? So Green Bay came in averaging 82 points a game on offense in league play, and we held them to 66. I have no idea what Milwaukee was averaging in the league, but we held them to 53. So we're doing some impressive things, but nobody's ever going to pay attention to that because they're going to look at our league stats and say, you know, Arizona scored 101 on them. Arizona out-rebounded us 55 to 22. We'll take that game out, and we're a pretty good rebounding team. You know, so those stats, you can throw all that crap away and don't write stories based on, you know, stats that are meaningless. Let's look at the stats that are meaningful. And at some point, somebody's going to stand up and say, man, the great players in this league, when they've played Oakland, they're not scoring any points. I wonder why that is. And maybe Dante Williams will get some credit someday for the job that he's done on these great players. Tibby had 1 point in the second half. 1. It's not Sunday and I'm preaching.
I think you guys had more points in the paint in the second half than you guys are averaging in Horizon League play, averaging like 21. Was it a combination of just kind of you guys keep rededicating in the second half to the inside, or is it Panoski, or a combination of factors?
Well, again, it's hard to do with who we've played, you know, and then our early games, Green Bay, Valpo, those are the shot blocking teams that really guard the paint well, and we still tried to do it. You know, this is a team that, while they have size, they don't have a shot blocker, and we were really trying to pound it in. The first half against Albion Sunday, we had 10 possessions, we had 9 post shots in our first 10 possessions, and that made us believe that, okay, we can do this against anybody. Let's keep doing this. And we started that way, and then we started firing threes, and then we got back to it to start the second half. So, you know, I think for us to be successful, we have to win like we won tonight. I don't think that we're ready yet in our maturation as a team to go run with Cleveland State on Monday, or run with Green Bay, or run with Detroit, or run with those teams. If we do, we're going to get beat. The game has to be ugly in a defensive battle, and that pains me to say that. It hurts me to say that. But I have to adjust because that's what this team needs to do.
Coach, what about the improvement on defense, the strides you guys have made from the beginning of the season to now? It's not like you did it with a junk zone or trickery or anything like that. You guys have been who you've been through this whole process.
I think I said early in the year, but because of who we were playing, nobody was listening to me, was that I think this team's improved defensively from the Ferris State game. I got a really close friend who lives in Ohio whose son was on the Ferris State team, and he came, and he was my assistant coach here at Oakland my first year as 1,000 years ago. And we talked after that Ferris game, and he, friends tell you the truth, he said, "You're the worst defensive team I've ever seen." And he was right. And we've improved from that day to today more than any team I've ever coached. And we honestly believe right now we can guard anybody. And as long as you believe that way and get the rebounds, you've got a chance to win.
How much of an advantage does it give you to have Dante Williams able to shut somebody down where you don't have to double team and your guys can, concentrate on who they're guarding, not necessarily doubling?
It's an unbelievable advantage. It's something that I don't know how many teams in our league have. And again, you look at the numbers. We talked about this on the radio show last night. Guys coming in averaging 18, 19 points a game are getting 0, 7, 8, 11. Tonight, Tibby had 13, but I think he had 11, or 12 maybe, but he had 11 in the first half and when Dante wasn't guarding him. So those make people who are non-traditional scorers have to be people that score. And that's a huge advantage.